Welcome to Peri-Pigs, the podcast where two perimenopausal besties, Veronica Pig and Penelope Pig, survive hot flushes, brain fog and midlife mayhem together, one oink at a time.
So if you've laughed, cried or screamed at absolutely nothing this week, you're in the right sty. Let's oink about it. Guess who's back? Back again. Piggies are back. Tell a friend. Piggy's back. Piggy's back. Piggy's back. Piggy's back. I've already managed to. I've messed that up twice now. We're just going to have to go with that.
I'm saying Piggy's back, but this is exactly a representation of us. We've got no idea who we are. We're doing. We're trying to be cool.
I know.
You've just turned 43.
I know, and it's just everything has got worse.
Okay.
And do you know what happened? So it was my birthday. I've turned 43, and on the day of my birthday, in the evening, instead of celebrating, going out, going wild, oh no, I fell asleep accidentally. I sat down for a second. I woke up half an hour later, completely disorientated. Sweating. I'm sweating now. It's so damn hot. It's not easy. But anyway, we've already digressed.
We're back.
We're back.
We've had a break. An unplanned sabbatical.
Yeah. It was something we just needed. I mean, yeah, let's get into it.
Why did we have a break? My memory, because we have to remember why we've had a break now. This is the problem. We had a bit of a break because I think that life was just really, really busy for us both in very different ways. And we'd got a bit of the old overwhelm. And sometimes, because this is the advice that we always give to each other, when life's a little bit overwhelming and you're trying to do too much and be too many things, where is there something that you can just park for a minute? And so we had to make the decision to go, do you know what? Let's just give ourselves a little bit of breathing space, because this is a commitment, right?
Yeah.
Every week it's a commitment for us. Every week it's a commitment for the producer, Hogsband, who's had a lot on with his various jobs. Mm. And we just needed a bit of time out, didn't we?
We did. And do you know what's been really, really nice and what has spurred us on is that people have actually missed us.
We didn't think people would even notice.
Like our little piggy gang out there.
People have reached out. Are you okay? When's the next podcast?
Yeah.
Where have you gone? People messaging going, my husband's sister's asking where you are.
Yeah.
Somebody from work. Like, it's really nice that people...
And not only Peri-Pigs out there, but hogs. I've had hogs ask as well where we are. Yeah, the Peri hogs, because like they need us to help to support their Peri-Pig wives or partners.
Wow.
So thank you everybody for missing us. We're okay. We're back now. So we're going to call this series 2. So we've done series 1. This is going to be series 2.
Yes.
Yeah. So perhaps we're going to have this every now and again, you know, every sort of 18, I think we got to 18 episodes. So maybe when we get to 18, 20 episodes, we're going to have another kind of
18,
mild breakdown.
18 a week. So that's like, how many months is that? I've got to do some maths
Oh,
now.
no.
It's about 4.5 months, that, isn't it? That like non-stop every week on top of like working full
being
time.
A pig.
Being a pig, which is challenging as it is, and everything else. I think you had. I do remember. So the first week that we missed was when you went to a wedding. You and the Hogsman went to a wedding. So that Friday night, you weren't here. I was here because I looked after the babies for you so that you could stay overnight. And we were due to do that. We thought, we'll do the pod on Saturday. Veronica, you were a little bit worse for wear, weren't you, on the Saturday?
Oh, it's a little bit, yeah.
I think you'd had a few too many
Prosecco's
on the Friday. You were tired. We just didn't have, we ran out of
I think we just lost our mojo a little bit. And this is, this is where we're at in our lives. And like you quite rightly say, sometimes you've just got to stop and look after yourself a little bit and go, actually, I'm not in the right sort of mindset, and it does you the world of good, doesn't it? Because now I feel like I'm back on track with it.
Same.
And just life happens, you know, like things have been going on, as they always, it does for everybody, doesn't it? But there's always crises and stuff going on in the background, family things, health things, and other commitments and stuff. So we're back, we're here, let's get into it. Let's get in right deep down and dirty into the sty.
Wow, your snout's getting right in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, do you have, what we always do here is do symptom of the week. So what has been your symptom of the last, 4 weeks, 3 weeks?
Literally, and it has been beyond that. So my symptom that is absolutely the worst it has ever been, to the point that it's unbearable. It's not even brain fog. You can't even call it that. And I think we've talked about brain fog on multiple episodes. I think a lot of people can relate to this, and I don't want to use this word loosely. I felt like I've got the onset of dementia because I have had the memory blocks that I've had have been like nothing I've ever experienced. It's not just a bit of brain fog, that's funny. I can't remember something that happened like a moment ago, but it's on repeat, it's constant. When I'm at work, I was trying to have a conversation with a group of people at work this week. I've learned to deal with it, but I'm trying to talk about something and I go, oh, what's that word? What do we call it? What's that thing? You know, that department, or, you know, oh, that thing, the thing that we do, what do you call it? And it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing. And certain people that I work with, they're fine with it. They're absolutely cool with it. But I don't feel cool with it. I don't like it. It makes me feel really vulnerable and really insecure and really stupid, actually.
Yeah. You've had a lot of doubts creep in, haven't you, about your abilities?
I've had a bit of an up and down over the last couple of weeks with my job, because it's a lot and I do really actually like it. But then when I get like that and I can't focus and I can't remember things, that does make it really, really difficult. So that's been really hard. And I think the last pod that we released, I'm sure we were talking about then that I'd been to the doctors.
Yes. And you'd had a really good experience, hadn't you? But you've since been back again.
Yeah.
Again.
Yes. So we did talk about that, didn't we? So I'd been to the doctors. She was absolutely amazing, this doctor. She changed my estrogen to this spray. And she even advised me to go off license with the amount of spray that I'm using. So normally it'd be 2 sprays through the doctor, but like a menopause specialist might go like off license and go 3 or 4 sprays. She's like, get 4 sprays on you.
Where is the spray? Like where does it go?
You spray it on your forearm. So you do 2 pumps on each forearm. And this spray is amazing because it literally dries on your skin within like 2 minutes.
So when you say off license, so say the recommended dose is 1 pump, but you're ODing yourself,
basically,
but under the instruction of a doctor.
Of my GP. So a GP is only supposed to prescribe you 2 squirts. Sprays. Let's call it squirts. It's funny, and that's obviously tickled you. Yes. So.
That's the GP, filthy mind, sorry.
An NHS GP, I don't get how it all works. They're only supposed to like prescribe you 2. If you go to a menopause clinic, they will advise you can do more when it's off license. So that's what I've been doing. Helped a little bit. Felt I was maybe sleeping a little bit better. Felt like my general mental clarity was a little bit better. But the memory, nah.
It's been really bad. It's almost like, you know, when you get, like when your electrics trip, and so all the lights are on, everything's working, and then you flick the kettle on or whatever, you're doing a task, isn't it? That's usually when the electrics trip, is you've turned something on. Yeah. And then everything goes down. That's how I would describe that kind of Peri-Pig brain.
It's horrific.
Mid-flow of something. So I've had it myself at work this week, and I was middle of the conversation, flowing really well, and then bang, it just stops. And I'm like, no idea what I'm talking about, no idea where I was going with that. And you stop, you pause, and you go, don't know where I was going with that. Hang on. Don't know. No, what was the word? And then the more you get into it, the more you panic, and the further away that thought goes.
Yeah, I get that.
And then I just had to stop and move on to something else. I was like, it will come back to me. It did actually come back to me further down into the conversation, but that doesn't always happen.
No,
so I
and
take it with
sometimes
you,
it's
is it
not-
just gone? It's just totally gone.
And in that moment, it coming back later on is no good when you're presenting to a group of people or you're trying to have a conversation with people about some options.
Yeah.
Here are your options that we can give you in terms of the next steps in our project. That's a conversation that's just going to happen there and then. It is so horrific. But anyhow, she was again really lovely, this doctor. We had some conversations about some other stuff as well. And she's basically now said, I'm looking at your medical records for the last 3 or 4 years. I can see that you've been trying different like HRT for 3 or 4 years. What was really nice for her to say was, and you're too young to be suffering like you are. And that's really nice because a lot of people, like we said before, oh, well, you're at that age now. Basically that, it's just these things.
So you're written off.
You're written off. She was like, no, this isn't acceptable. You shouldn't have been feeling like this. And it's progressively got worse when I look at your records over the last 3 or 4 years. And you're only 45, which was really nice. And she was quite young. So she is now she is contacting the menopause clinic to say, what else can I do to help this person? Or do I need to send this person to you for you to help them more individually?
So I didn't even know that a menopause clinic existed. I thought you just go to I thought the whole thing with HRT is you go to your GP, they prescribe the HRT, off you go, and it's great, and it's all hunky-dory. But actually, once again, I'm kind of learning through you, because I fully expect myself to be in there with early onset sort of peri-pig dementia at some point.
You can go to a private, like you, if you,
and I've seen
and you see all these people online, don't you?
But unfortunately, it's like you've had. So we were saying this. So 4 years. It's taken 4 years to get you to a menopause clinic.
Where a menopause clinic will assess me as an individual with my circumstances, with my age, my other health conditions, my other medication I'm taking. I believe that when you go to the menopause clinic, they will do blood tests for your estrogen levels and stuff. You don't get that at the doctors. And I understand it. Your estrogen level right here, right now, is not the same as it's going to be tomorrow or the next day. So
you almost need to, like, in a private clinic setup, almost like they would need to do a blood test every day for a week or 2 weeks or something.
You know, like diabetic people, they do like finger prick tests, don't they, for their blood sugars and stuff. It's
Why can't we have
need something like that, don't you? Because when you've got like a blood pressure
or something that like you like with pregnancy tests and you pee on them, why can't they do that to like test the hormone? Because that's a hormone test, isn't it? A pee test for.
Maybe I could use one of the little, the little paper things that you dip in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Can I have one of those?
Yeah. I mean, it would just tell you about your chlorine levels, but
about alkaline.
That's probably messed up as well. Why not?
It's probably off balance. Yeah.
Why the hell not? Okay, well, so we've finally got progress. It's only taken 4 years. I do think there's something with younger doctors seem to have a bit more spark and a bit more. I don't think they've been broken by like the NHS system, because I think a lot of them are over time. So I've always found actually younger doctors are better in a lot of circumstances. They're more keen to kind of get to the bottom of things.
And they've learned
not all of them, but just
stuff. Because it's evolving.
Yes.
Health conditions, medication, science around these things is evolving.
Yeah.
It's no different for anything else. Go to a hairdresser that's been a hairdresser for 25, 30 years, but they were trained 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That's great. But if they haven't then caught up with all the modern different hairstyles, different colour methods, hair extensions, whatever. And it's like that with anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
People in your organisation, people that have been there for years know all of this stuff, but the new people are the ones that know how it is right now, and they don't know all the old stuff, so they don't need to.
True. So true.
So it'd be really interesting to see what she comes back with.
You've got to get something, because I know you have has been detrimental and it has made you feel really low.
It's made me feel like I maybe should just even step down from the post that I've taken and go, I don't think I can do this. And that's ridiculous, because I can do it.
Absolutely, but it's just...
And I've had validation that I'm doing it and I'm doing it well, which is really nice. Yeah. But in those moments, they get a bit dark, like we've said before, and you're just like, how do I get out of this? How can I become unemployed so I don't have to go to work? Because I don't think I can go to work anymore. horrible. And I'm sure there's loads of you that feel that way.
Oh, definitely. I mean, my symptom of the week or the past few weeks, the losing, and I know we've spoken about this before, but my constant losing things. I put it down, I've lost it. And I continually do it. And it's really, really getting on my nerves because it's an absolute constant. Several times a day, I'm looking for shit that I've put down and I can't find it.
What have you lost today then?
It's I can't remember. I can't remember. What was the last thing? Oh, wedding rings. My wedding rings.
So, funnily enough, right?
Well, neither of us
I've arrived,
are wearing wedding rings.
I've arrived at Veronica's today. It's our normal Friday, Piggy Friday. But because it was Veronica's birthday this week, we're having what we like to call a birthday bonanza weekend, which means I'm not going home tonight. I will not get picked up or retrieved by anybody. I shall stay this evening and then we will have all day tomorrow. We've got people coming around for a barbecue and it's going to be really nice. So we've got this whole weekend. And when we were in the kitchen earlier with your husband, because mine's not here, he stood there and noted that neither of our little piggy trotters have got wedding rings on. Your response was, oh, I've not worn mine for a couple of days. It's hot. And I don't wear mine when I'm at home because it's uncomfortable. But I remember thinking earlier on, oh, you've not got your rings on. You went and picked the husband up from work. Oh, make sure before you go out tonight that you put your wedding rings on.
You're not going to remember that.
Nothing.
You're not going to remember that.
I cannot tell you when I've ever left my house.
You need to put them, maybe we need to start putting them in a Dosset box. So like where you've got your meds and stuff, then you've got stuff like your wedding rings.
I don't even remember to take those half the time. On. It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's broken into my house and stolen my eyebrow pencil.
Yes, you said this earlier, yeah. Because that's the only conclusion you can draw from these things,
Where
is that someone must have come in and stolen
could it be?
Yeah.
I have a dressing table with a little tidier little thing that I even bought.
And that's where you put it every day, day in, day out.
Goes.
Yeah.
Those bits go, foundation and cover up goes in that section. Lipsticks go in that section. Mascaras and stuff go in that section. There is one place that eyebrow pencil goes. Where has it gone?
I know. It's crazy and it's so frustrating, isn't it? So frustrating. Another thing I've just thought about that's happened today is, and I looked it up after it happened, so you had a bit of you almost fainted in the sty tonight.
Peculiar.
You went peculiar.
It was not very nice.
And I was talking at you, and then you went a little bit blank. And I'm used to people going blank when I'm talking at them.
Not me. We're normally talking at the same time.
Exactly. And you'd stopped, which was very, very unusual. And you were like, oh, I don't feel like your eyes were, it's that classic faint thing where the vision goes. Did the hearing go a bit funny as well?
The hearing was okay, but my vision went all funny.
You went quite pale. I didn't tell you at the time, but the colour did drop out of you.
Yeah.
And so we sat you down on the stool. And the only thing I could do, so I had a little handheld fan and I was fanning you. And I said to my husband, I was like, get the quality straight. Get the quality straight.
By the way, only Veronica's already bought the Christmas quality straight in preparation. However, the difference with Veronica now is that same box.
I haven't snuffled all of them.
They've been around for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah. But thank God they're still there. So yeah, we shoved a quality street chocolate into your mouth. And you looked very cute, by the way, because it had been in the fridge and it was very hard.
I was about to say, it was very difficult for me to eat.
I know, I just couldn't. You looked very, very adorable in that moment because you were like that with it.
Trying
to chew.
Sweating.
So I kind of thought, well, this is what we all need to do. Because I looked it up straight away, because we were like, what is it? Because you had eaten dinner.
Nothing to do with the fact that I just had a Monjaro jab that I haven't had for 2 weeks and had just sank a cocktail and got my vape out though.
I can't see how it could be that.
I can't see how it would be those things at all.
Because you'd eaten. You'd had dinner.
I'd had pizza. Yeah. Because I'm really looking after my well-being today, so I can't imagine why I came over funny.
And it's still really hot. We're in the next sort of heat wave at the moment. It is really warm. But anyway, it sometimes happens. And so when I looked up, it said, yes, it's a very common sort of thing of perimenopause, hormonal changes, hormonal fluctuations can cause it as well. So why not? Let's just put it down to the old perimenopause again. But the tip of the week with this is, ladies, please carry around some emergency quality street or whatever your vice may be. I know when I went on a course at work ages ago, it's like about lone working courses, and it was sort of focused on when you're driving and going from, place to place and stuff. And we all have a first aid kit in our cars that were issued to us. And they were saying, you must keep the first aid kit in your car door, next to you, because a lot of people just bung them in the boot, forget about it. Actually, you need that first aid kit right next to you in case you do get into a crash or anything like that. And he said the thing that you should put in there is some sugar, so a chocolate bar or something like that.
Yeah.
And he said to us, always put the chocolate that you hate the most into this first aid box, because otherwise we all know what's going to happen if you put something in there that you like. So his was like a Bounty. He goes, I hate a Bounty.
Oh, so I love a Bounty.
Yeah, I don't like a Bounty either. I love coconut.
Quality Street out. Yeah, that was the first thing I went for.
I love coconut in general, but a Bounty, it's just too much. It's too chewy.
Oh, no, I like it.
But anyway, so he said put the chocolate bar that you like the least into your first aid kit. So maybe just in your handbag, you need to put something that you're not as keen on, because otherwise we know what will happen. We're just going to eat it. But for those moments when if you do come over a bit faint, have it there as the emergency service.
It's such a good idea.
It worked though, didn't it?
I think it worked.
Bit of sugar.
We moved into the living room. I sat on a proper chair. I had a glass of water and you put the fan on me and I felt better. Now, interestingly, because the other thing that we did was you then got the Hogsban's blood pressure machine and did my blood pressure.
Yes.
And I've just put my blood pressure reading into our mate ChatGPT. And apparently a blood pressure reading of, because it was 88/52, I remember, which I already know is low. This is saying this is hypotension, which is the opposite to hypertension.
Right.
And it says on here, whether it's a problem depends on how you feel. If you feel well and this is normal, it doesn't need treatment. If you're experiencing symptoms such as dizziness, tick, lightheadedness, tick, blurred vision, tick, confusion, tick.
That's normal,
feeling
though.
Weak.
The confusion is normal for you.
Normal. Then it's more concerning and should be assessed. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, really interesting. But then what was your pulse? And I put that in and it says my pulse is quite normal. So
that was after the Quality Street, though. So you were in recovery
you
at that point.
saved my life with a coconut Quality Street.
I think so. So, yeah, I think we just need to be mindful of, just have some chocolate on you at all times.
That's the response. That's the advice that we
You just don't know when these things can happen, and it's life or death sometimes, isn't it? So yeah, be prepared.
I was close to the edge.
Be prepared.
Then.
I know.
Be prepared.
However, you pulled through, and you've managed to get through another cocktail, or cockies, as we like to call them now.
All I wanted was a big cold cock tonight.
Yeah.
It's what I needed.
Yeah.
It's what I've been looking forward to all day. So I was very upset about coming over peculiar, because I was like, I'm not ready to stop the party.
Yeah, exactly.
But now we're fine.
We've got a lot on.
We'll keep going. We can keep persevering. Talking about memory stuff, so something that did happen earlier, and this did make me laugh. So because I was coming over tonight and I'm staying over, I was like, okay, I need to get my nominated little suitcase out that I always bring over, because I do turn up here like I come on a week's holiday.
Of course.
Literally. Well, I said I don't know what we're doing. I do know all I've bought is like a selection of holiday clothes, basically, because it's like we know we're going to be sat in the garden.
And it's going to be roasting
hot. I've got 3 swimwear
hot.
options with me, because I don't know what I'm going to feel like wearing tomorrow, because other people will be here.
Yeah.
I can't wear the grotty, bleached hot tub, no way am I wearing that on anyone
I did
else's
think
hair.
that. I thought you'll probably bring something else.
I've literally bought my other really nice swim costume and 2 different bikini options, depending on how I feel about myself and how much I hate myself and loathe my body tomorrow, based on who else might be here.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with that, because I'm exactly the same. Each day brings a different personality out.
Yes, I don't know who I'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I got my little suitcase out. And in my little suitcase, I always keep a couple of plastic bags. One for shoes to go into, because it's what old people do. And then I've got a little red, Tesco, the little
For the
red
meat?
bags that the meat comes
For
in.
your pants?
Yes, a dirty
Oh my
bag
God.
bag. Do you have a meat bag
Yes.
for your... Right.
Well, we call it, so me and Hogsban call it the stinkies bag. So whenever you're going away on a trip, and so you have to, it's have you put a stinkies bag in, or then he'll go, have we got a stinkies bag?
Yes, you put all your pants and socks
But those
in the bag.
the red little bags are
yeah.
ideal sized,
I use them for little
aren't
bin
they?
liners as well.
Yes, for
Yes,
the little bins
for the little
in your
bin in the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yes.
However, without going off too
I hope we're not alone in that. Is that gross that we use
People tell us to
meat
watch your
bags?
meat bags from Tesco. However, I don't know that I've had many recently because my supply of little red meat bags seems to have disappeared. Either that or my husband's been throwing them away and he should know better. However, went to the suitcase, got things out, put everything in there, and I was like, I've got my little bag, my little meat bag. And then I was like, there's something in the meat bag.
Oh God, what? What was it? What was
A
it?
pair of pants from last time I was here. Still is festering in my suitcase.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So that's a few weeks back. Have you been away with work and that since then?
No,
Is it just
I was
loitered in the bag?
No, it's loitered. I haven't taken them anywhere else with me, but they've been sat there, my dirty pants, festering in my meat bag since the last time I was here. I tipped. I didn't touch them.
Those pants have come home. This is where they belong.
I
clearly.
tipped it into the washing basket at home, and I didn't.
And just left the problem there.
I've
You
left the problem there till
at home.
tomorrow. I mean, with the heat, God knows what the spare room will smell like tomorrow as a result of that. I just found that particularly amusing earlier, and was like, I'll save that for later. I really appreciate it. But that's it. Like, you just. Anyone that knows me, including I'm getting eye sting now where I'm crying, I'm not going to open my eyes. Anyone that knows me, including you, is I'm such an organised person. And so whenever I go home with my little suitcase, it's like I'll always empty it, put things back and then put it away because it's like a job done is a job less to think about, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, you've always
Obviously,
been like that with your unpacking, haven't you?
I just with anything, because I get this awful fucking anxiety. I've got no other way I can explain it, which is definitely a result of my hormones. I will overthink things and I can't relax. So if I didn't empty my suitcase, I can't then go and relax. It's like, I know I've got to go and empty that suitcase later.
Is it almost like the suitcase is talking to you and mocking you and being like,
well, yeah,
you're just
mostly,
gonna leave
but the
me
meat bag obviously doesn't, does it?
Yeah.
Because it's quite happy to stay
oh,
there.
that festered. See, I'm the
Festering
opposite.
pants.
I'm really, and I hate this.
You're a procrastinator.
Oh, I like just the unpacking thing. I'm unfortunately that person that comes in with the bag and then a week later the bag, like I take the items out as I need them. So say it's like your toiletries, your makeup and all of that. And then I'll probably take out the stinkies bag, the meat bag of underwear, stick that in the wash. But the stuff that I don't immediately need, which is usually like the 10 items of clothing that you've unnecessarily brought with you that haven't been used.
Don't know what you mean.
They end up...
Can't relate to that at all.
They end up sitting in there. And so, like, full disclosure, so the bag I'd taken away at the weekend, so we were away on Sunday and Monday, that was still there. And today is Friday, so that has been in my bedroom all week until obviously I knew you were coming round, so we then emptied it and Hogsman put it away. But it has been sat there the entire time. I hate it, but I just don't. Yeah,
I got to a place where I was a bit more like that. I don't call it lazy. I just call it a bit more laid back. Right? Let's not be a fusser about things. But I became more laid back, and I enjoyed becoming this more laid back person. But the bloody hormones don't let you.
Yeah.
And you overthink.
Well, this is where you don't get the control anymore, isn't it? And where you change so much as a person, you know, and become a pig.
Yes.
And that's why we always refer to it as that, because it's those normal things for you don't happen anymore. Yeah. And you can't tell who you are from day to day. Yeah. So another day, you probably could leave it, or I'd be clearing it up. Like, actually, funny enough, because you always say that, like, how I've become a fusser and I fuss about things and, like, I tidy little bits up around the house and that I wouldn't have usually bothered to do, you know.
Yeah, or your napkin placement.
Yeah.
Particularly. Have you got any doilies yet?
No, but I need to get some so I can fuss over them. But somebody else said this to me the other day as well, when they'd come round, and I haven't seen her in quite some time, and she came round and she was like, you're a right fusser, aren't you? And I was like, oh my God, yes, I am. So it's being noted. It's being noted by other people as well that I sort of flap around, and it's almost like a bit of a panic. I suppose, like you say, it's like this anxiety.
You get this panic and this overwhelm of
like that I've got to look after people and they've got to be, and everything's in, it's more like a worry.
Yours is always about judgment. You have a big issue with, don't judge me.
Yeah.
You think everyone's judging you. That's your anxiety that you have. You think that people are thinking, and the funny thing about it is I've had people in my life in the past like that, and I've thought but the reason I've thought they're judging me is because they quite clearly judge everybody else and they make comments about everybody else all the time. So it's like, that's why
those people,
you judge me, you're one of those, one of the toxins. Oh no.
You've forgotten, haven't you?
Oh, for God's sake.
Have you got a moment?
Yeah.
You were talking about judgment how...
So yours is about, I think my point was going to be, you're not one of those people. You're not a toxin. You don't judge anybody else. Well, now and again, we have a little conversation about random things, but generally you don't judge someone else. You take people as you find them. You'll go to someone else's house and would just be like, oh, don't be silly. Like, this is absolutely fine. Like, whatever, wouldn't bother you. But you are worried about people judging you. That's one of your things.
Is that because we've basically had a lifetime of it as women, or is it because these hormones have taken over and changed us and made us like these paranoid, like anxiety-ridden
I think there's
pigs?
a couple of things, and I think it's safe to say we've come from fussers. Both our mums are fussers.
Yes, true.
If you're listening.
Sorry, mum.
Observation, not criticism. But both our mums are fussers. And I've said that to you, as you've become a bit more of a fusser. When you are going to fuss mode, I always say to you, you remind me of your mum.
I morph into...
And I love your mum. Hi, mum, love you. She knows I love her, and I don't mean it. But like my mum's the same. My mum is an absolute out-and-out fusser.
Yeah. Well, and you do turn into your parents, don't you?
Yeah, God help our husbands.
Ultimate as well, I know. I mean, it's part of life. Luckily, we've got good mums that we don't mind turning into so much.
Oh, but... absolutely don't mind at all. Most of my mum's traits I don't mind having.
Yeah.
But I think you do. And I was reading something this week on, I think, like Instagram or something, and it was a post about like, and we've talked about this a little bit before about like friendships, because we've talked about how friendships change, and we've got friends. We have people that we don't really have connections with anymore.
Hell yeah.
You didn't fall out with them.
Yeah.
You just
life
in
goes in
directions and you're different people.
Yeah.
And it was saying something about how friendships change and people like drift apart. And some of that is sometimes because people expect each other just to stay the same. And if you don't stay the same, people struggle with it. Whereas actually we all change. And I think that's the one good thing about us is we've both changed so much.
Yes.
In the like 15 odd years that we've known each other.
Yeah.
But we've just allowed it to happen.
Yeah. And I think, well, we've kind of, we've done it together, haven't we? And people get married, they have kids is the standard practice.
It was saying something
our
about
lives
that,
were not standard practice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We don't have, well, we've got fur babies, we've got husbands, so we've got those sort of things. Our lives are very similar.
Yeah.
And we also, our tastes in what we enjoy doing have changed dramatically, but we both still enjoy doing the same things. You know, like our sort of festivals, day sort of events, or like day drinking, as we call it, and stuff as well.
Wallowing in the tub.
Whereas other people, it'll just be different things, different hobbies and all of that.
Our preferences always we used to both always have this very much the more the merrier like way of life, didn't we?
Yes.
So it's like, should we go out? Is there an event to go to? Yes. Right, so we'll go. Who else can we invite? I'll invite X, Y, and Z. You'll invite these people. And all of a sudden, a night out's got like 7 or 8 people on. Now, absolutely not.
It's quite, the moment has to just be right, and you can never tell. I think we've spoken about this before. It's that sort of thing of going, I can't make plans too far in advance because of that, because I don't know how I'm going to be feeling. Like where you said about bringing a selection of swimwear for tomorrow, because you don't know who you're going to wake up as tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to be full pig mode where you're going to feel absolutely disgusting and you can't possibly show any of your body because you're a whale and you can't possibly go out.
Correct.
Like get anything out. You can't wear shorts. You know, it'll be full on that, or it'll be like, I I don't give a fuck. I'm me. I'm great, and I don't care. And I'm amongst friends, and and you'll be like free and frivolous and carefree.
Let it all out.
And there's no. And I think this is where perhaps men really struggle to understand this in women, and how we probably come across quite mental to them and unstable. Because when you're in those moments of like where you really, really hate yourself, or you have that zero confidence, they can't understand it, because they just see, this, like, their beautiful wife or girlfriend or partner or friend. They can't understand why we're so hard on ourselves. But it's literally, we do not have any control over it. And this is why when we're not in those moments, we can laugh about it, because we do. I know how ridiculous it is.
Oh, it's bonkers.
When I've had those silly meltdowns. I've had meltdowns where it's like it's prevented me from going out, which is ridiculous. And we've, again, spoken before about, the less fucks you give as you get older, and it's like, for me, it's that sort of thing of going out without makeup on. It used to be a huge thing for me to be seen without makeup. I had to have, it had to be perfect, had to be, have my hair done. And I know with you as well, you were a big thing about your hair and stuff. And now I go out looking like an absolute tramp.
Oh, you should see the state of me. And it worked. Like, I wouldn't go to, again, we've probably said this before, I wouldn't go to work without doing my hair and makeup.
No, but I'm like, if I'm walking the dogs and stuff or whatever, so it's certain situations can be really, and that's why it's probably very confusing to people on the outside of this. So if you're a man, or if you're not in this perimenopause state or whatever, it's probably, I appreciate it's very difficult to understand how our brain works. Like, we don't get it either. We do not get it either, but it's just, you go with these.
We really don't understand.
You just have to ride the wave of it, don't you? And go with whatever personality the universe has given you in that day. Yeah.
Surf the hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. We know that we're a bit mental, as we call ourselves, and we accept it. And that's probably why at times we just not keep ourselves to ourselves in a weird way, but we're like, when we just hang out here on our own, that's the only time that we don't let those things bother us.
Yeah.
Like, if I wake up feeling like an absolute beached pig whale tomorrow, and it's just me and you, and actually even when it's your husband and my husband,
you have to
each other.
You have to talk about when we have our jabs, our weight loss jabs. So my husband is the nurse.
Jabber.
He's the jabber.
He loves it.
And he's the one with he always holds it like a dart player, I always find, and that's what really puts me off. But I can't do it myself, and you can't do it yourself, so he does it for us. Tell us what happened today so you were stood in the kitchen. He's coming at you with the dart, with the jab.
I literally was thinking about this a minute ago, and I can't remember exactly what it was I said to him. But what has to happen on a weekly basis?
I remember you have.
I have to expose my belly,
and you said
him to put this jam in my belly.
You exposed your belly, which is the one bit of your body you really hate.
I hate it.
You exposed your belly, and you went, "Have you missed her?"
That was it. And I flipped her out, and he actually didn't know what to say at that point. And then the jab turned from a dart into a cigarette in his hand, because he was just like, I don't know what to do because I'm laughing so much. I can't come at you with it now. Because But
I love that. I love that you're that comfortable.
Because I've had to become.
Yeah.
It's the whole, when people make a joke about things when they're not necessarily feeling very comfortable. And I've got used to flopping my belly out week on week to your poor and he just laughs at me. He's like, what? I don't understand what the problem is. But
that's it, because he doesn't, because they don't. I don't think men do, because they're like, why? What is wrong with you? You're absolutely crazy.
If you recall the last time he had to jab me, and I don't know if you can even remember back to that one, I turned up on a Friday.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
first thing you did was you looked me up and down and went, oh, you're wearing a play suit. And I was like, yeah, it's really comfy. I like this one. And you were like,
are you going to pull it up or down for your jab?
And I was like,
what way are you going with this?
Shit. I didn't even think about it.
But then I was like, see, then we had this whole conversation of, so you've obviously got your bra and pants on underneath. So why is it okay to go on holiday together, right, as a foursome, in a bikini or a swim costume or whatever? But say you're in a bikini, that's okay. But all of a sudden, if you have to undress to like, and you're just, pulling the play suit down so you're in your bra, or pulling it up so you can see the pants, there's no difference between standing in front of someone in swimwear or your underwear. Yet all of a sudden it becomes a problem, like a weird taboo thing to be doing that, doesn't it?
There's two bits to this. I don't disagree with that, and I completely understand what you're saying. I had nude underwear on, and we've already had a conversation about
We know how you feel about nude underwear.
You know how I feel about nude underwear. This is your husband. So I think, again, at that point, I just stood there, and my literal option to him is I just went, tits or fanny?
Yeah.
And I think that was literally the option that I gave him at the time. And so I felt the most appropriate way to deal with this situation, because the play suit was fitted on the top and looser at the bottom, is I actually just hoiked the leg up, hoiked the pants up, and hoped for the bloody best. Yeah. And in he goes. Do you know what I mean? We're so lucky. I am so lucky that I have the relationship with him that I have.
Well, he's realised we're a package deal, because even for my birthday...
Wonderful. I got a present.
Oh, I know. So I opened my electric toothbrush up, which is what I asked for, to be fair. But then there was a secondary present that I wasn't expecting. And it was a spa voucher for 2 for us.
So cute.
Yeah. And
anything to get rid of us.
Anything to get rid of us. And your response when I sort of messaged you about it was, he knows that what makes you happy is being with me.
Yeah.
So it's like the ultimate gift he can give me, really, isn't it? It's like
a day with me.
A whole day. And we're going to try and extend it, aren't we? And maybe stay overnight.
Oh, we're going to do an overnighter.
I think, it's a must, really.
Well, it's what's it, like a 2.5 hour drive to go?
I think it's like an hour and a half. Oh, is it 2.5 hours?
Is it a little bit further?
Oh, I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah.
I think what we decided was, if we're going to go for this drive and go for this spa day, rather than then having to then get yourself all dressed. We've done this before, and then you've got to get yourself all dressed to then drive home. We were like, it's in quite a nice location. Why don't we just stay and extend the pleasure of using
And we
the
thought
rest
we
of
could
the
even do a
facilities?
podcast from there as well, couldn't we? So, yeah, that's to come,
That's
piggies,
in a couple of weeks, actually,
out there.
isn't it?
Yes. So we need to get on that and get it all sort of booked and stuff.
We do.
But yeah, so again, and I think he recognises this, that's the best gift you can give a Peri-Pig, is a break.
He knows when you go
Send us away
with me, particularly because I'm your favourite, he knows that when we go and do that, the only time that life ever really stops, and you haven't got to look after him, you haven't got to look after the dogs, you haven't got to fuss around the house, is when you just take yourself out of that day-to-day environment.
Yeah.
It's the only time we actually just properly stop.
Yeah, because I think you're very rarely going to spend that sort of money on yourself and go, I'm going to go for a massage, full body Swedish massage today, because they're so expensive.
Yeah.
So it's like you're just not going to ever have the money to just go and dish that out for yourself. So when it's a gift, it's
even more enjoyable.
So if there's any hogsbands out there, take this one on board. Keep a stock of Quality Street in case we faint, and also book us a spa, and we're very, very happy little pigs.
Keep your partner happy. Keep your partner's best friend happy.
Yes, and then you're safe. You're safe, quite frankly.
The world is a safer place. You've done your bit for the community.
Exactly. So yeah, okay. Well, we'll have to get on to getting that all booked, signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah.
Because we need something to look forward to.
Always.
And perhaps we just need to warn the spa ahead that we are a couple of Peri-Pigs. So we don't know what kind of mood we're going to be. Handle with care. We don't know if we're going to turn up in a full wetsuit or a string bikini. It depends on the day, doesn't it?
Really does.
If we're going to allow anyone to touch us as well with a massage.
Don't touch me!
Yeah. Or faint or have a meltdown.
Or faint, yeah.
Yeah. What can I bring that doesn't melt in a sauna? Might have to get some boiled sweets or something.
I was just thinking like a Werther's original.
Well, they're perfect.
I like a Werther's original.
I like a Werther's. Yeah, you can get
free. But that's not the point, though, is it? A polo.
So yeah, we'll find you something, dear. We'll be fine.
We'll
be fine. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. Good to be back.
It is good to be back.
And we will see you next week.
We really will.
No, do not worry. We're back. We're back again. Piggies are back.
Keep cool, everybody.
Yeah. Oink oink.
Oink oink.
thanks for hanging out in the Peri-Pigs sty with us.
If you had a good time, give us a follow or hit subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And if you know someone who'd enjoy this too, share it around and spread the Peri-Pig love.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok.
Come and say hi and drop us a comment to let us know how you are.